What is up, everybody? Reaper the Car here, and today we finally have this Pain video going. Okay, let's talk about, well, it's pretty obvious from the title. We're going to be discussing what if Pain, Nagato, Tendo, every version of Pain actually won. Not just won his battle, but won the entire war. This will be a video discussing the possibility that some way, shape, or form Pain was able to sway Naruto, best him in battle, and just all around beat his sorry carcass, excuse my language. Now, given our first introduction to Pain, we was led to believe from the start that there was an air of mystery to this character. He had a very unique design with the piercings almost everywhere on his body. In fact, it was all over his body. And yet we never understood what they meant. We didn't know the origin of such piercings. All we knew was the dude was like a freaking edgy badass. And in honesty, that's kind of all you need for anime. But let's start talking. Okay, now, in the entirety of Naruto, there's been a running situation with Pain. People think he is a quote-unquote bad guy. I mean, he's an antagonist nonetheless, obviously. He has harmed many people in his pursuit of quote-unquote peace. But they weren't all in the greater good of the entire world. He wanted the world to know pain so they would never have to experience war again. To make the world feel such pain and fear, they would never want war again. In a way, this kind of mirrors real world situations. And I say that because people incite war all the time, whether it be online, whether it be, real world war, whether it be, video game war, etc., etc. There's always some type of conflict that would arise due to mankind's, you know what I mean, violent nature, to put it blunt. And Pain has experienced so much loss and hardship over his years that he has truly grown to despise war and hatred and other things such as that. But he also understands it to a much different degree. He understands it to almost a science. He knows exactly what he would do and what would happen if someone would experience such pain and loss. They would become basically what he has become. So, let's say his Taka no Jutsu was stronger than Naruto's. Say he actually got through that barrier that is plot armor. And Naruto lost his hope and ideology in the world. All his optimism just went away with the death of Hinata, or the realization of Jiraiya's death by the hands of him. Instead of going to a blind rage and letting the plot work its sweet, sweet magic, let's say it didn't work that way. Let's say his speech hit closer to home, and he realized that he lost so much due to Shinobi's lust for power and war. I'm going to borrow one of Pain's quotes for a minute. Justice comes from vengeance, but that justice only breeds more vengeance. Basically, what that means is that he has believed that for the longest time, that whenever someone wants justice, they're going to want vengeance in the process, which is very true. And say so many times have Naruto experienced such loss and vengeance and anger due to war and other things of that nature. Again, this lines right up with him actually losing to Pain, not just the physical, but the ideological sense. Meaning that it will be over for him, not just because he lost hope, but he lost the battle of wits and knowledge. And not just knowledge, like I said, he lost the ideological battle. He lost the philosophy that he stood by. And if Pain was to win, let's just say he would indeed summon the Ten Tails, etc. And no, we're not gonna use Obito and Zetsu's plan like that. We're not gonna use none of that. No, we're gonna go like what the story was originally supposed to be, at least at that time. We're gonna go with the fact that if he was to gather every one of the tail beasts, including Naruto's, successfully kill and murder Naruto without plot armor, bringing him back to life, as so many people complain about. Let's say he successfully does all that. He would indeed create his tail beast weapon, i.e. the Ten Tails, and he would indeed wage war against the great nations. And he would pretty much succeed. Because Pain is indeed strong, but let's say he run into the Raikage and stuff like that. They would be indeed overwhelmed. Because let's say, because at this point, he still lost all his paths of pain to Naruto. So, say at this point, he would have a new 6 paths of pains. Sure, it would still be Tendo Pain, leading the front. But let's say he somehow, well, let's not say somehow, he definitely grabbed a few bodies, familiar faces indeed, and turned them into his paths of pain. That would be, I'm gonna let y'all guess which ones he would consider for his new paths of pain. But yeah, either way he would win. Maybe. Pain is the only way to teach. Pain is the only solution to peace. If you want to know pain, you need to understand pain. And Pain understands it to a painful degree. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so much crap for saying pain so many times, but basically, he would wage war against every single nation, and most likely he would win, because he is a very formidable force. I mean, seriously, he took down Jiraiya, Kakashi, and Naruto for one point in time. And he has a freaking Rinnegan. Seriously, the things he could do is pretty much endless. And if he even has trouble with the Raikage, Planetary Devastation, Universal Pull, you feel me? Almighty Push that can destroy a literal village. So it wouldn't even come down to power scaling, because let's face it, the Raikage is fast, but nigga, it's over. And every other Kage, let's just say the limited screen time would just, let's just say it would be their downfall. But even if he would have trouble, he would already have his tail-beast weapon, i.e. the 10 tails, again, and he would just straight up stealth bomb these idiots. They wouldn't even know what hits them. So at the end of the day, Pain will have his peace, and he will have his resolution. And Pain will win. And the world will know Pain. Just as he has all those years ago.